Excuse me. So you will please rise for the Rotary Meeting. Please face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join in prayer or meditation as I say, bless this food to our use and us to thy service. Amen. And now, if we have a song. Yes, yes. Well,
and this is my choice today in honor of my wife and I are 42 years. So let me call the sweetheart.
Hold on, they haven't got their books yet. Whoa. They need their books.
There's two more here.
Got enough?
Students from Northampton High can think of their sweetheart.
There you go.
Here we go. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. We love like glowing in your eyes goes through. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you.
Alright. Well, we have a very special program to look forward to today. We have the soon-to-be world champions, I hope, the Olympic climb from Northampton High School. What? Oh, no, it's the Olympics of the month.
It was called that. It used to be the 80s. Odyssey of the Mind. Now changed to
Odyssey of the Mind, very successful Odyssey of the Mind team that dominated at the state competitions and is advancing to world competition. They brought the backup structure, the one that wasn't crushed at the state level, and they're going to demonstrate that for us today. Now, I would like to start with some announcements, and we have a sad announcement. I'm going to read a letter from Dr. Betty. It is with a deep heart that I regret I am unable to complete my full term as the 2025-26 president of the Rotary Club of Cape Charles due to unstoppable medical progression. In spite of aggressive medical management, I am forced to, quote, take it easy and prepare for a laminectomy surgery on my back, which will occur on June 21st. I have been directed to do maximum bed rest and minimal activity until that time. The former leadership that the Rotary Club of Cape Charles has had in the past have agreed to leave the membership until the president-elect, Joan Natali, is installed. This roaring group is one of the most versatile, strongest, and most giving community service groups I have ever worked with in my adult life, and I plan on returning as soon as my recovery is complete. Keep doing what you're doing, as thorough and complete as you are doing for our community, and I shall be back as soon as my body allows. Thank you for your support and keep doing service above self. with my greatest sincerity, Debbie B. Bivens, MD. So, the sad thing really is that she's being paid right now. But hopefully after May 21st, that will change, and when she recovers, she'll be back. Please keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and we will try and get a card out to her. I guess I shouldn't have said that, seeing as she's probably too big. She's one of them, and by the way, she's still very active in the background. We had a board meeting a few minutes ago. She called in and participated, voted, it's not, I hope, dire. That's for the doctors to determine. It's just sad that she's in pain for a little bit. Another announcement, a good announcement. We're going to have a little change in the sequence, presidential sequence. So right now, Joe Natale will be taking over on June 30th. She was scheduled to be followed by Jason Resty. Jason has run into a perfect storm of personal things, including the retirement of his father's business partner, which has forced Jason to take over also for the duties. There's other things going on in his family, and so he's stepping back. But Libby has offered to volunteer to serve as she has become the president nominee, and the board has approved it. And so I think we're all, the club is in very good hands in the future. Now, those are the official announcements. Does anyone else have? Joan?
I have a vote.
A vote, okay.
Sorry. First of all, before I talk about the other two items, I want everyone to know that Doris Sullivan is in the hospital. She is not able to have visitors, but she had her cell phone with her, so she is able to get notes or emails or e-cards if you want to send her one, and you can get her email address on Dax TV. So, now that that's behind me, I wanted to do two things. Number one, I wanted you to get out your calendars, and I want you to write on the date Tuesday, June 30th, save the date. That is going to be our installation dinner. It will be in the Chesapeake Room at Coach House Tavern and Bakery. We'll have a cocktail hour from 5 to 6. From 6 to 6:30-ish, we will have the installation of officers, and then from 6:30-ish on, we will have a Mexican buffet and Mexican dessert buffet. We're working on the price, and I'm going to email out a save the date for everyone, and as soon as we have the price finalized, we will send out a flyer via email to everyone in Rotary, Cape Charles Rotary anyway, about the particulars. So that's one thing. The second thing is this Saturday and Sunday is the Art Walk in Central Park. It is presented by us, the Rotary Club of Cape Charles. I need volunteers who are willing and able to help from Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to around 9:45. If you have a golf cart, bring it to the park and you can help the artists move their tent and their equipment and their art from their vehicle into the park to their tent. If you don't have a golf cart and you want to help, come and you can help them set up their tents. Okay? On Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll do the reverse. You can be there to help take down their tents, or if you have golf carts, bring your golf cart, and we will help them move their tents and their equipment from where they are in the park to their vehicle. And if in between time, invite you and your families to please come and participate between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Saturday, the 16th, and this Sunday, the 17th. And keep your fingers crossed for good weather. Okay? So those are my two announcements. I am going to have people who will monitor the park area where the artist tents are from 4 p.m. Saturday night to 8 a.m. Sunday morning. I will have at least one volunteer there. Within that time frame, I've asked for volunteers who will be paid from the Cape Town Volunteer Fire Company and from the guards at the Bay Creek entrance to see if anyone is interested in moonlighting. And I have at least 2 other people who are already interested in helping. So I'm hopeful that I can fill the entire schedule. If I have any gaps, I will be filling them. Please help me make sure they're not 2 in the morning or 4 in the morning. That's it, thanks.
Question? Yes. Sorry.
June 30th, no meeting.
Correct. Good point. For those of you who may not have attended the installation dinner, we hold it in the evening and we suspend the daytime meeting. So add the dinner to your calendar and remove the luncheon. Jim Scanner, I think you have an announcement?
Yeah, I spoke to Walter Coyote.
Oh, good.
Through with his treatments. He's probably on his way back now. He says he plans to be back next week.
Oh, that's exciting. All right, that's good.
Unless I understood.
Yeah. Good. Any others?
I apologize the board meeting, Jen, so sorry. So, just a reminder again, June 26th, the last Friday, will be our traffic making day.
Here you go.
Sorry, June 26th, Friday, starting, they're all volunteers on deck for us making our crab cakes this year. Again, it'll be with the charity fire company. We still will have lunch the Tuesday before that week, but we'll cancel the following Tuesday and we'll do an installation dinner on top of that. So just wanted to make you aware of that. Friday the 26th, crab cake making. You will have information coming out this week about all the details associated with selling, because we've got a couple new rules going in place. And I'll talk about it really next Tuesday meeting.
Thank you. All right. Yes, sorry. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. So we received in the mail ticket from the Chamber of Commerce, some tickets, raffle tickets, and they are, the Chamber is raffling off a Wren ball by Turner stuff, which is wonderful stuff. Valued at $750. Drawing will be at the annual meeting. Tickets $5 each or $6 for $25. And if there's anyone interested in either supporting the chamber and maybe coming home with a green ball, just see me after me. All right. Other, and it is time for the Green Hearts, correct?
Happy.
Oh, happy, oh, yes, happy dog. All right, excuse me. Who's happy today? Oh, D'Amico.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy because on Friday I read to the children at Kids Week, Jim had the worst class. They were awful. I had 2 good classes, and so I want to give $5 to honor Jim suffering so much. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. It wasn't the class was so bad, but the book they chose was, I think it was the Encyclopedia Britannica version of Miss Frizzle and the Magic Bus. We go in there, we usually read for 15, 20 minutes, maybe as much as a half hour. This puppy took 50 minutes, and by the time I got to the end of it, I had 6 kids who were just engrossed and reading to me, and the rest of the class was just running around. Not a great moment for education in Northampton County, but we all survived. Thank you very much.
I think it was a reader.
Now as a kid.
So, yes, $50. Who else is happy? Oh, good, yeah, very good.
Yeah, I've been traveling so much, I don't know what day it is lately, but it's good. I've been in Boston, Charlotte, South Carolina, going this weekend to Georgia for graduation. Next weekend, I'm going to Pulaski, Virginia, because you don't know where that is. So, if I have more added than usual, it's because I am. I mean, I've made some real serious mistakes on traveling that I haven't got lost. But we got to see grandson play baseball last week in South Carolina. I'm graduating in Georgia this week, so a lot of things going on. But I won't be here next week and several of the other events that we want to do. But anyway, I'm happy to be here. I'm filling up, I'm not going to say what it's about, but I'm filling up with Paul. Paul's been in angst for a year about somebody didn't pay for the crab cakes. And it really falls on me because I have their crab cakes, so they just never picked them up. So I'm going to fill that up. I'm going to give $50.
Whoa! Thank you, John. All right, who else? Who else is happy today? I am, Diane, yes.
Just joined the board of directors for the Eastern Shore Literacy Council.
I'm gonna put in I am $17 happy. I am $10 happy because Karen, in honor of Karen Jolly Davis, did a great job preparing the grant district grant application. Looks like it's gonna be a $25,000 project up in Hancock. We're going there, all of us, the 3 clubs, are going to replace a deteriorating wooden deck with and install some soft surface tiles. There will be 2 work days. For 2 work days, we're going to have 1 day for demolition, 1 day prior to installation. After installation, we'll come back to a painting area, and basically it will make it safer for the kids to play in the water, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh, where is it? It's in Hancock. And Children's Harbor is not only the largest daycare provider in Accomack County, it is also the largest provider of subsidized enrollment. 80% of the kids at Children's Harbor receive some sort of financial support.
You should add that it's a Hampton Roads big thing, and our member, Wayne Bell, is CEO.
Right. And Katie had a hand in bringing them to Hancock. When she was, as I understand it, when she was the town administrator.
It's not for Acrobat County. Thank you for promotion. Deputy planner out there.
Oh, deputy planner up there. They had kind of a crisis because a couple of daycare centers closed at the same time. And Katie recruited Wayne, I think, to go up there and take a look and, at any rate, history unfolded, and we now have a very nice facility up there. Yeah, so the grant will cover about $16,000, yeah, 16,000, and we have a financial commitment for the remainder from Children's Harbor, but we're hoping to greatly chip away at that through some funding. So the details follow. Deadline for the application is Friday, and of course, I think she did a glowing job. It will be the committee that will decide. And then, why am I $7 happy? Because I just turned 70, and no, I'm not going to contribute $7. Thank you. Stand.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. And I really appreciate you finished on the same key at the end. That was great. All right, anyone else have any heavy?
With that grant, are we going to do any hands-on or is that?
Oh, yeah. Demolition and paint. And yeah, but basically the tile has to be, they're bringing in a lot of fill. I suppose we could spread fill or something like that, but I think they're laying concrete, and then on top of that, they're just compressing the dirt.
There's
Okay.
going to be plenty of work for PM's on, that demolition is not going to be, getting that. There, take it.
So, thank you all. Stay tuned, details follow. I think you did well for Happy Dollars. Was there any, is that a Happy Dollar?
One final happy dollar. I'm only do $10. $10, just because I'm sure most of you may have seen or heard, or if not, here's news to you. I've been released from the town. I'm actually okay with it. I'm good with it. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but that's okay. I tend to land on my feet. So just want everybody to know that. Don't be afraid to talk to me about it. I am okay telling people, I got fired.
You're joining the club, I've been fired about 12 times.
I think I speak for a lot of people saying that you will be sorely missed. And thank you for sharing your expertise all of these years. And it is not easy to get fired and make a statement like, I'm okay.
My hair's looking great today. I was about
You're relaxed. You're looking much more relaxed. Okay, any other, then, I think it's time for the cards. Queen of Hearts. Oh, you know something, we're gonna save that, and we're gonna move directly to the program. And it's gonna be my pleasure to turn the floor over to Brad Ford, the instructor, coach, and maestro of Odyssey of the Mind, and to his team.
Yeah. I don't need it.
Oh.
With my teacher voice, I can just.
It's transmitted, yeah.
Good, you're
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, because I can just use my teacher voice. Thank you all for having us come here. A lot of you probably know me as actually the band director at the high school, but my second role is to be a coach of Odyssey of the Mind, and there's something to the Olympics of the Minds, and that's what it was in the 80s and early 90s. Then in the mid-90s, we changed over to what is now known today as Odyssey of the Mind. To kind of put it in its short context form, it is an international team problem-solving competition paired with competitive theater. Each year, our teams all across the world, including ours, They picked one of 5 different problems, and each slope problem has a different kind of aspect to it. The team that's going to be for you today is actually what is called the problem 4 for the structure problem. And this has actually kind of taken us really out of our realm because our teams have traditionally chosen either problem 5, which is just performing and acting, because all our students are performing arts students, and that's where we normally derive different band, choir, and theater. Or we do the classics, where you have to take the classic tale and be able to kind of rework it into your scripts. Our other high school team that placed 3rd in the state actually did this problem. Our middle school team did 3, and they placed 3rd in the state as well. So we've had a very successful year both at our middle school and high school. But of course, this team here is the team that is now placed 2nd and go on to represent Virginia at the Odyssey Mind World Finals that's being held at Iowa State University 2 weeks from today. So, like I said, with this problem, what we call the structure problem, they have to not only use their performing arts skills, but they have to have an engineering background. I'm a band teacher, I know nothing of engineering. So a lot of this has been them and learning on the fly and learning how to be able to build a structure using engineering principles while we have our state going on. Today we're just going to actually show you just the building parts, or the crushing part after we build it all. We could bring all of our big props into here and we don't have all the room. So we're just going to show you just kind of the final result. With our structure, we have to use balsa wood, and if you don't know what that is, it is one of the thinnest but the most durable woods that are out there. Our structure is only 8 inches tall, 3 inches wide, and only weighs 15 grams. That's 6 pounds. Now, our structure that we had at States actually held 540, around 545 pounds, which for a 16 or 15 gram structure is actually a lot, and actually double what we did at Regions, and we're hoping to see what happens. Now, I know you mentioned world champion. That is, depending on what happens in the day, there are teams that can hold over 1,000. The world record is actually 1310 on a 15 gram structure. So, yes, to hold that much weight, and a lot of it kind of depends on a lot of factors. Humidity, how, if you had the tiniest little crack, you have half a millimeter of lean within it, and if you're engineers here, you understand when you're building buildings, it's not straight, and little calls for it. But one little aspect that has kind of helped in our favor this year, instead of just building the structure and putting the weights on it, we actually have to throw balls at it. And while it's in there, we have to launch balls and essentially weaken the structure as it goes. So that's kind of really helped us out to where other teams can launch a ball and it takes out their leg and their structure breaks. And we move on. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of quickly set up our setup. We did bring 420 pounds, and we're hoping that it's going to hold all 420 pounds for you today. If it doesn't, that is okay. What we do at the end of this, we go and take it, kind of put it back together and look at what happened, what went wrong, of course, the structural engineering principles, and but we'll see what happens as we go through it. We do have, I'm going to introduce some of my members. We don't have all of our team here. 2 of them actually, they might be coming right from here. We're at a wedding for their brother. But we do have senior, Kiara. She's been on my team for the last 5 years, and she's kind of gone through almost all the problems. Our builder, who has been responsible for building our structure, is Garrett here, and he's going to be helping me put on the weights. And one of our other members is the wayfarer. Anna, in the back, she's actually one of our newest members. She's going to kind of help as we kind of pass the weights around. And then Adelaide is actually one of our rookie members onto our team. So being a first-year member and then going right to World Finals is a great thing. Kira and Adelaide's role today, they're going to actually be launching the balls as we go through it, while the 3 of us kind of put on the weights. The one thing we need to know about this is that they do this all on their own. Garrett built this structure all by himself. He designed it with himself. I was there to make sure he didn't hurt himself or glue his fingers together, or they cut their fingers off with saws, and that they don't crush their fingers when they're putting on the weights. So Odyssey Mind is really a student-driven thing, and I'm just here to keep these big. And so we're just going to quickly set everything up. I just want to let you know, once it crushed, it will be really loud. I kind of warned the staff that's back there because you're going to get a loud crush as soon as it comes down on what we call our crusher. Just 1 second.
well, you're blocking.
Yep, pressure right here.
Is the floor level?
I hope so.
And like Jim said, this is our backup structure. When we go to competition, we want to take two, just in case we don't make weight. That's before we go to compete. They really check it to make sure that it is 1 inch tall, it can fit over the 2 inch thick pipe, as well as meet that 15 flat grams. Our structure actually has been sitting in silica beads for a month since our state competition, and the whole reason for that is to where if you've ever seen boxing or you're a fan of boxing, how they make weight. They try and get all the weight off as much as they can, sweat it off, go on, step on the weights, and then as soon as they make weight, they start to pack on the carbs, we'll pack on some of the weights. As soon as we take this out here, it is going to swell very quickly. And again, every little factor kind of matters. So, all right, Jerry, you want to put it on? And like I said, in this problem, we have to do weight, fall, instead of 4 weights, and then fall. So we have to go through a set of 6 weights before we can be able to repeat the cycle. We have to be able to complete 6 balls, being thrown at it, or in this case, being launched at it, while they're kind of sitting, make sure that it's even. Any little difference does matter in a little bit of pounds. And the balls that we have to use are a tennis ball, a billiard ball, and a golf ball. So every ball, of course, is different sizes, weighs a little bit different than the other.
Which one goes up?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, our pressure doesn't matter. And one thing with all of our props, our skit is actually based on a charity ball. So fitting for a Rotary Club. And with our charity ball, we have actually used different things. You notice on our, what we call our ramp, it's actually a wood piano. It's made with piano keys that we've taken from an old piano. Our larger backdrop does have old recycled instruments that are like our plant pots, as well as we have over 1,000 bottle caps to make a mosaic tile of our ball. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. So Anna, do you want to do that, or do you want to do the weights? Do you want to pass it to me and we can do it? Okay. Yeah. Right. And I'll just go ahead and set it on there. So this is kind of one of the most nerve-wracking things because the people that do the weights have to work. Oh God. Yeah, you're a setup. That's always kind of a very nervous thing. Careful with this. This. Alright, you need to go down the center.
What is the ball for?
So the ball essentially has to be rolled, and you guys gotta wait because they gotta check the ball, and you gotta put it on. It essentially is to weaken the structure. So what as we're going down is supposed to get the structure as you go through, and of course this has been kind of our trial and error as it goes down our ramp and hits the structure. Sometimes you hit it perfectly right, sometimes it hasn't hit it perfectly right. And that's kind of our improv of our skit.
Structure is that plastic contraption on the bottom?
What?
It's the extra.
Get out of ball. So we are doing a 45-25 mixture. So 45 and 25, 45, 25. And the reason why we have chosen to do it this way is so that way students don't have to essentially pick up their 45s and go by weights. Some of the teams that are going to be here are stacking 45s up as tall as I am as they go through it. And we like to say, whatever voodoo magic these other teams are doing, we would love to know. The actual defending world champion is actually Pocosin High School right across the bay. We actually only lost out to them by state by about 40 points out of 250, so we were very close to them. This is our what's called our long-term problem, which is the acting skid of it. What really helped us, on top of other teams kind of getting some breakage, is what is called spontaneous, and that is improv. Our students go into a room and they don't know what they're going to have to do, and they go in there and they have essentially around 7 minutes to get told what they're going to be doing by the judges, and as they go through, they get judged on it, and we actually beat all the teams in the state on spontaneous. Is the piano piece not working?
No, oh yeah, no, they're stuck. They were broken before you got
Okay.
there.
Healing. And you see, they're trying to be careful. You have to pick a lot of safety glasses. So I told them, please don't put their eyes underneath the crusher of the board, the bottom levels. And one thing, of course, we're kind of limited on space, but we only have 8 minutes, and 8 minutes includes us bringing all of our props in, setting everything up, and running through our whole entire skit. So the other members, Anna is one of our members. Garen's actually one of our actors with Kieran Adelaide, and one of our other members that's not here. But they go very quick. Anna picks them up, gives it to the other two, and they go through it. I probably should have been doing that to kind of help them out. And both, I'm going to break on the next weight. For our weight to count, it must be held for 3 seconds before they can move on to the next one.
This collar gets.
If not, this one go that way.
Currently right at 280. This one takes 305.
Is that little wooden structure underneath gonna collapse?
It will. Yep, that goes in.
We have to build it again.
Yep. So essentially, it takes Garrett about. So this held 305 pounds based on the weight, plus the 15-pound pressure, so it held 303 pounds. It does take Garrett about a week to build one structure. In the process, when we get back this afternoon, is he's going to start building our next 2 that will be weeks for us to the finals. And that's part of it. So we use what it's like figure out what our joints were that worked, what didn't work, and then try over again.
What holds the stick?
We use glue, and that's all it is.
What kind of glue?
The glue that we use is kind of a combination between CA glue, which is just a fancy super glue, as well as Weld Bond, so very, very thin epoxy glue. So it depends on where they want to hold it. Our corners are 4 beams put together. That's where we use our kind of our epoxy, and then the joints where the trussels are is super glue CA. So. And do the thing, and we perform after the next 2 Fridays now at World Finals. But we will be doing a full run through of it with our skit and everything next week on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So if any of you would like to come to the high school, we're going to be doing our final run through for our school board and for any other community members. We'd love to have them there. Then you can see kind of their full costumes and how this kind of all plays into the overall aspect of it. So the whole problem is called lights of ball, and essentially that's where the balls roll into the structure. So they have decided to want to do a charity ball, and while it's going on, each of the weights in this problem represents money that has been given to the charity, and we do have like a little honey pot that is raising food, and while after Anna picks up the weights, he puts in different coins into it, and we're adding it up. They also use a lot of different kind of jokes. All their costumes have different shapes to it. So one of our kids has some circles, so he's made his costume out of CDs. We have one who's hosted it from parts. He has parts all over it. Garrett's is all the way from stars, so it's all tuxedos, with stars. Adelaide is actually keys, so she has triangles onto it. And Kira is actually bow tie, so she has penne bow ties all over her top. So essentially, it's about a charity ball that we can put on.
Okay. Can you send us a picture of it?
Yeah, we're not, we will record it, on Wednesday, if you're not able to make it. We can't release the recording until after we perform the finals. We are bound by, the policy there, you're not allowed to post any power of the wall finals. Because other teams will like tune in, see what their structure is, stuff like that. That's doing some pretty cool, let's stick them, let's search all of those.
How many structural designs have you gone through?
7.
Wow. How long?
Since February, January.
Yeah, no, we started building in like October, our first real design. We went from only holding like 45 pounds, up to what we hold in the States, over 500. And again, every time it's different, depending on, the different atmosphere. So,
I don't know why I did it States. I added one piece of wood and it suddenly went from 200 to 500.
yeah, so, is there any other questions?
What was the average weight for a fourth class?
So on average, we're holding around 300 to 400 pounds on average. But then, like I said, at States, we randomly had 500 pounds. Sometimes it's gone under 100. It all, like I said, depends the slightest little bit. Like the first weight they put on actually was, if this is the circle, the base of the weight, they were like this. And that's itty bitty level. So you'll see when we do perform this, before they put it on, they get on, literally lay on the ground, measure it. They'll measure one person here, one person here, one person over top to make sure that they're 100% doing it level. Because any little shift in it can cause 100, 200 pound difference between different problems. So, yeah.
Suppose you change the structure of the balsa.
So we are only allowed to use balsa wood and the only things we're allowed to use for it. Are you talking about the design from it? Yeah, we've actually gone through and tried different designs. Originally, Garrett started with just a basic, square frame all the way up. We've gone through and done trestles with side pieces, and now we've kind of settled on this one right here with trestles. One thing that was not on this that we're adding onto our finals one is in between the trestles, adding an extra support at the bottom. The biggest problem is making it underweight. And if you're at like 15.1 grams, your whatever weight you hold is 50% of that. So that's the hardest part. Like we bring the whole toaster oven, throw it in the toaster oven, let it bake, it sits in silica to try and soak up the moisture and things like that. So it's a trial and error system as we've gone through, and we've worked with our engineering teacher to try and help teach Garrett and other students,
There's a team last year that didn't even use glue. They just took balsa wood, cut it into pegs, and then hammered it.
Yes, sir.
Are you allowed to see what other schools have done in the past?
We kind of have done that to our Potosin, our fellow team that's going with us for our finals. We've seen their videos. Of course, videos are very hard, kind of blur and stuff. And teams do really keep it a secret. Of course, our tub we brought in today is clear. Teams have it completely blacked out.
Not the chasing
and
off.
they don't want to. Potosin, Norm Reinchuk is a great guy. He's a NASA engineer. We like to call them the Balsa King because his team's won states for the last 15 years, and he's been kind of the guy in the team to beat. So he kind of keeps a close guard onto it. He's giving Garrett some pointers without doing what is called outside assistance, where adults or parents cannot. So like if I was like, Garrett, this is what you have to do, that would be considered outside assistance. We can lead him to the path around, but ideally he has to come up with the idea on this. Yeah. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
When the squirrels, did you guys have all your funding together?
We leave in 2 weeks, actually from tonight. We compete Our first part of meeting is on Thursday in 2 weeks, and then our long term is on Friday. And we do. We have funding on all of our funding. We do want to thank you all for getting your donations to help us out. We are going to have 2 sponsor shirts that you guys are going to be on the back of it, and we are going to send one y'all's way as well once we get it made. But yes, sir.
Excellent. We wish you the best.
Thank you. Any other questions?
All right. Brad, thank you very much. The board of directors made $500 gift to their travel expenses. And, great job. Bravo. I mean,
This is all been in. I'm really proud of him, especially picking a problem that I never thought we would end up doing. And I kind of tell him at the beginning of the year, I'm like, please don't pick problem 4, please don't pick structure, please don't pick structure, please don't pick structure. And I can't tell them no, and they picked it and they kind of overcome everything.
very good. Getting despite your instructor. That's good.
We should pass the hat. Now,
For what? For.
hat. They can only do that.
We do have everything fully funded. We actually, with the Education Foundation, we've actually gone completely over our funding, and we're gonna help start using it fully for next year. So we've already gotten fully well funded with all of our stuff for partners.
So you're good.
Yeah.
However, John makes a good point, and it is nice to have a little cash when you travel. If anyone would like to donate, please see Joan after the meeting. All right. And now it is time, excuse me, let me get to the, yes.
Come on, guys.
Okay. Who has the high card? Hold your high card up.
Oh, John does. John does.
Oh, my heavens. All right, can anyone beat the ace of hearts? You gotta have the kid, you gotta have the, this is spades. Spades do it. All right. And congratulations, Joan. And.
6 of diamonds.
So,
Good night. Good night.
and,
We can leave by 1.
Come on, guys. Even machine 10.
okay. All right. And now it is time
Thank you.
to rise and play the four-way captain of the things we did say or do first. Is it true? Second, is there the third would build the will. Fourth, this was all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Go and service. What? Oh, I'm number 5. There you. Yes. Good job.
Way to go,
It might take 2 weeks to build one.
I don't know.